So you want to learn React? Follow this roadmap. At the top there, you can't really see it, but you got to follow the JavaScript roadmap first. So if you haven't followed the JavaScript roadmap, then don't start here. Don't start with React. Start with JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, then move to a framework. But anyway, let's get to the React. First thing you have to learn about is CLI tools. These are the stuff that lets you bootstrap like React projects like Vite. Then you learn about components, which mostly we're using functional components nowadays, which is awesome. You want to learn about rendering, the component lifecycle, refs, events, props, lists and keys, high order components, and state. And then you're going to want to go over to hooks and learn the use state and use context, use reducer, hooks, and then use effect to make side effects. Then you're going to want to move on to routers like React Router and Tanstack React, which is React Query. And then you want to move over to state management, which you got, Zustand, Redux Toolkit. It's not on there. Context is on there, which you can use context and prop drilling at times. Then you want to learn about CSS and how to work it with React. Then you want to learn component libraries and headless component libraries like Radix, React Aria, and ArcUI. Then you want to learn about API calls and how to call them with Apollo, Relay, Axios, React Query or SWR, or Redux Toolkit Query. And you want to learn about testing with vtest and Jest, and then also end-to-end testing with like Cypress or Playwright. Then you can learn frameworks that work with React ideologies like Next.js, Astro, and React Router. And then you got forms. So you can do like React Hook Form is another library you can use to really make the validation and the whole thing an easier experience for you as a developer. And Formic. So then you want to move on to types and validations, which is you use TypeScript or Zod to validate your types for your database if you're using like a relational. And so then we move on to animation, which is like Framer Motion, React Spring, GSoC. I've never really heard of those two, but I've heard of Framer and you use Framer a lot. Then you want to get into error boundaries, server APIs, Suspense, which is kind of new, portals, and then mobile applications with React Native. And that would make you a pretty rounded out React developer if you learned all this stuff.